necessary sometimes to build something.
The coach here, welcoming you to another installment of Madden Ultimate Team. There's been a lot of talk leading up to this matchup, and it's finally here. But can it live up to all the hype?
Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. Leading them out, it's the third-year man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
It hasn't taken Herbert long to earn this status as one of the league's best and most entertaining passers. He's locked and loaded on every snap, and the second he sees an opening, the ball's soaring downfield. You've got to be on your A game at all times against him. The second you slip up, he's liable to burn you.
When you decide to run a hitch route, it really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Now here's the first carry for DeMarco Murray. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
And he'll have a Dolphins first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. He's just third down and short. He bit off a little extra.
I would say way more than he could chew, but he chewed up all that yardage in a big way. And that, to me, that was a combination of offensive line, stacked defense, and they handled it. Okay, they got the leverage, they got the blocking angles, and opened up a nice crease. And once you get past that first wave, there's room to roam.
And that's just the third play from scrimmage. They wanted to avoid that 3 and out. They did. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Herbert. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll make it 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Herbert. And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down. Now Sterling Hoffrichter set to punt. Back deep, CeeDee Lamb. And he'll get this away into the humid Florida sky. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. So here are the Broncos backed up to start their initial drive. Bringing him out is the pride of North Dakota State. Now in his 7th NFL season, Carson Wentz. Emmanuel Ogbah there on the stop.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a game.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Multiple players committed for their team's first sack of the game. The Dolphins bring up an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Wentz going to throw. And he checks this one down to LT out of the backfield. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. We're scoreless after 1. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Wentz to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack. Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward,
And how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here.
This is intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. So we race the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last for
a long time.
No doubt.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Herbert's throw taken in by Sutton. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And 3rd and 8 now. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Here's Herbert. This is caught. It's Crabtree. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Oh, that's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. Herbert now. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
On 2nd and goal. Herbert fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. It's picked up by the Broncos. And he's into the clear. He's at the 50. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
A good start to the drive. That's caught out on the left side. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. That one good for 13 and a Denver 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. The drive keeps moving.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll be 2nd and a couple.
I like the design of that play, or shall I say the way it ended up. Quarterback ends up to the right side. Gets outside of the pocket. How about the tight end staying in his sight line and getting to that same part of the...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Carson Wentz taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Broncos post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Dolphins taking over now late in this 1st half as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go here before intermission. Open man is the Hall of Famer, Dave Casper. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. To throw again on second down. Herbert. That's complete to the fullback, Ricard. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that'll leave it with a 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, Herbert. Crabtree with it over the middle. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Herbert throwing again. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Herbert. He's going to air one out. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And a lot of being a defender is being able to learn what you can and can't get away with when in man coverage. In this case, he got away with it and helped pop that ball free.
Caught left side to Crabtree. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 24-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that we were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they'll have time for 1 play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. All right, so we skip the rest of halftime and get set for the 3rd quarter. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. This one fielded at the 5. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. To throw, it's Wentz. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Well, he and his offense were staring down what was likely a 3-and-out. Zero fear from his side, though. Never doubted for a second they'd pick up the first. He's ready to pull the trigger on a keeper the moment it revealed itself.
Here we go, here we go.
First down, the run with Lynch. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. throw it. Wentz. To the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. Now Tomlinson on 1st and 10. And he's taken down inside the 30. The Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Back to the ground, this time Lynch. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Wentz. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Ninth play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. They'll run it. Here's Lynch. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. Back now in Miami. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th. Throwing on first is Wentz. This will be caught at about the 6. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Carson Wentz with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Broncos are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. But that makes this a 2-score ball game. And, you know, the way this thing has been going, Charles, 2 scores kind of feels like 3 or 4 scores.
Yeah, that's a great observation. It's been a heck of a battle, hasn't it? And points have been at a premium throughout this game. So you have to wonder, is this going to be too much for them to overcome?
The York on now for the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. This taken in at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, you know, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Back to the air. Herbert on 2nd down. He'll find Sutton on the right side complete. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Back to throw here, Herbert. And this is going to be incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
4th down for Herbert. Desperation time. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jair Alexander, and the Broncos are going to take over at their own 41. And that one, Charles, is just going to about wrap up what was no doubt a dominating defensive performance.
Yeah, I don't care what team it is. I don't care who you play, whether they're strong offensively or not. Just giving up 3 points in the NFL, that's absolutely a dominant performance and one that they can build on.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They'll try and wind down some clock with Lynch. And he's across the 45. It'll be second down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Another run with Sanders. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. It's a second down run with Sanders. And a solid run down inside the 30. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Oh, look at this. Wentz going to throw. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll run with Sanders, and he will fight his way into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown. Miles Sanders taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Broncos have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. This has just really been a solid second half from them, CD, as they add another touchdown to the lead and they start to pull away in what was once a close ball game.
Yeah, they actually put the Jets on in this one, didn't they? Put a little cherry on top with that touchdown. Now we just got to play out this final minute, and they'll get a chance to celebrate a very hard-earned victory.
Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. Miami set to take over. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Extra point splits the uprights. It makes the score 21-10. Those are the kind of drives that I like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. 1-play drive and into the end zone for 6. And did the Dolphins get it? Yes! Miami football. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They are in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now. Herbert to throw. And it's caught by Crabtree. He's got room at the 30. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Herbert going to throw. And he's got it. So the try for two successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. So
either jar it loose or get the ball back themselves. That's going to be key for them.
And the Broncos aren't able to recover, and that should just about wrap this one up. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Another run here with Sanders. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like